This is the Highway 109 bridge put in, which is one of the 3 put in places on the Uhwarrie River. There's one farther upstream. This is the one that we put in on to paddle down to Lake Tillery, and where the Yadkin River at Lake Tillery meets the PD River. We paddled across the lake to Morrow Mountain State Park. It's not the best put in the world. There are a lot of steps here, but there's a wood railing to the left of the steps that you can put your boat on and actually slide it down. The water's not real high, and there's some concrete blocks for the launch area. It's not the best launch area in the world, but it's okay. And there is a place down here where we can park and unload and get everything set, and then take the car back up and hit the river. GoPro stop. I'm recording you now. Wave.
Hi, GoPro.
Here we are. All right, let's just take it nice and smooth until we get our feet under us. Got a rock to the right. That's that first. This is that first downstream V. I mean, this is like nothing we haven't done before, but we're gonna scrub some stuff.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Go ahead and put your skeg down now too. It'll flip up. And when I get to these little rapids, we're just gonna have to eyeball them and be prepared to back paddle. Although, you know, in water this shallow, it's gonna be difficult to back paddle hard. Like I say, I don't think this is gonna be much anything, but as Obi-Wan would say, it's still winter and the water's cold. You see the downstream V straight in front of me?
I think so. That's what I was hoping.
There's a lot of rocks here, so pay attention. Like I just hit one. There's one to my right. All right, that wasn't bad. And it's deeper here.
It's what?
It's a little deeper here.
Yeah,
So we're gonna hit a fair amount of stuff like that. You're gonna have to turn to miss this rock in front of us. Rock's there. Rock in front, turn around, there you go, you're good.
What?
You're good. You missed that rock.
Yep.
That's perfect. That was a nice riffle.
It was nice.
We'll get the GoPro recording while I'm yelling at Judy because she's tailgating me and trying her best to bust my rear end up.
There's a rock right in the middle.
Pillar rock, you got it. Yeah, I bet either side, it doesn't matter because it's so shallow. It's probably going to be shallow in there because you're on the inside of the curve, but I'm going out and you're too late, so take what you got. Remember, Obi-Wan said the current flows to the outside of the curve. Another riffle coming up. We got no strainers or anything, so I would say let's stay out to the outside, but let's watch where we see those pillar rocks. On your side, inside is probably going to be very shallow.
I'm coming behind you, but I'm not going to tell you.
Well, you can pick your own line. You see it as well as I do. I'm going straight through the riffle channel. You see it? But on down, it's bubbling up that I bet that's a pillar rock. Real shallow. Yeah, for the video's sake, the river gauge is 2.6 or maybe 2.55 feet, which says it's good for paddling, but this is really, really shallow. They say 3.0 is perfect, and 3.5 to 4 starts to be experienced only, and at 4.5 to 5 feet, it's flood stage. Although last year on this day, the river was 12.5 feet, so go figure that. You okay? Are you okay? A nice riffle here. I think this would be considered class 1 plus, 2 class 2 minus, and I'm hitting rocks, and that's how you get flipped over, but hey, we got through that. It's all good. I learned a lesson to lean into the rock when you do that, and keep your paddle in the water. It's your third leg, and you'll scuff over it. Well, there's nice little riffles. They're rapids. They're just probably real small, class 1 plus, class 2 minus rapids. And then there's sections of nice flat water on the Uhwarrie, like right here. It's pretty shallow. And you'll have these stretches. There's another set of riffles and rapids coming up. It's February, which is traditionally winter, but I'm turned to the right so you probably can see the turtle on that log. We've seen almost a dozen turtles.
There's another one in front of you.
There's another turtle, 2 turtles on the log down in front of us. One just scooted. It's a very odd time of year, although it is a nice, bright, sunny day. The temperature is supposed to get into the 60s. The water is very cold, probably low 50s, but it's just odd. Knowing that, you know, the groundhog says we've got 6 more weeks of winter, but we're seeing critters start to play in the water.
Ain't nobody listening.
And you said something to me that I didn't hear. What did you say?
And it ain't nobody listening to the groundhog.
Well, there's that too.
6 weeks of winter, and ain't nobody listening.
Our boats are called crossovers or hybrids. They're whitewater hulls. They've got rocker design. They're planing hulls that are rated up to about class 3 whitewater, maybe class 3 plus, but ours have skegs that drop down on the back. If you look at the very stern of Judy's boat, you can barely see the skeg drop down into the water. And on flat sections like this, it acts like a rudder, and these just track like a dream on water like this. They're compromise boats. They do a lot of things pretty well. They don't do any one thing superbly well. But at our level of paddling and our expertise, or lack thereof, do we notice the difference? No. The Piranha Fusions were a great choice for us for rivers like this. On a river like this today with just the 2 of us, we don't have any backup, and we're 7 miles from the takeout point. This was the smart choice. Our whitewater boat stayed at home in the shed. There's the mallards again. We're only going so far each time. And then we're going to get down here and piss them off again. They're going to go, will you people leave us alone? They probably think we're stalking them. They look really small. They may be babies. You want to go first? I'll follow you. Let me get off the thing. You got some logs in there. You see it? Okay. Shallow water off the rocks. How much fun. Teaches us to lean. Makes the river long. Well, I'd have scrubbed no matter what. It's all good. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Baby. I didn't see that rock. I almost went swimming. Almost.
I saw your...
Oh man, it was close. And I dropped my paddle, which is the worst thing I should have done, but beginner mistakes. And I just did it on film. So the whole world gets to see me looking like an idiot. I never saw that rock coming. I was actually fooling around just about to drop my skeg. It's an interesting thing. This is a small little rapid coming up. You'd call it just a riffle in some situations. If you were tubing, you'd say, yay. When you're in a skirted boat like this, you still have to pay attention. And it actually goes back to something way back years ago in Mattawan, New Jersey. The guys in the youth group and I used to go canoeing all the time. And the continual lesson we kept drilling and drilling and drilling was you have to respect the power of the river. Right now I'm in water that's only 10 inches deep. And the riffles I'm right now in are a class 2 rapid, and I'm bouncing on rocks, and you know, it's not hard, although there are some technical skills that we've had to learn. But even in water just like that, any river is a massively powerful force. And that's just what it is, and you have to learn to respect it. And frankly, you have to learn to love it a little bit. Otherwise you don't do this. So that's part of it as well. You okay? Who would have ever thought? You know, I'm 63 years old and I'm learning something brand new every time we get on the water. And the lessons aren't just about paddling or safety or this particular stroke or that particular rapid and what we have to do. You're learning something just, you know, respect, responsibility, love, awesome. You know, you look around and you go, wow, this is the world God made. Maybe we should take care of it because it is something incredible. How cool a thing we just saw. There's a bald eagle that flew over the river, and that bald eagle is now in a tree right up above us. And when that thing was flying, his wings were massive. How cool is that? I hope he doesn't decide we're lunch.
Wow, I've never seen one before.
We are right at him. Look at the wingspan. 6 or 7 feet, and he's just flying from one tree to the next. Wow. How cool is that? I wished I could take the camera and turn it around so that everybody could see what I'm seeing. I don't know how the GoPro works well enough to do that, and I don't want to drop it into the river. There's another one downstream of us as well. Maybe they're a mated pair. How gorgeous. This river is wonderful. There are stretches of flat water, but it's moving current water. Best we can tell, we're making good time. We've been on the river about 2 hours, and we expect to be about a 4-hour trip. I don't have any idea how far. The total we're going to paddle is 7.6 miles today. I have no idea how far down we are. But these flat sections that are moving, and they're gorgeous, and then in between them we've got, you know, nice little rapids. Nothing real big. The water level's low. They would be bigger if the water level were higher. But for a winter's day paddle, that's also a learning experience, and you know, for Judy and I both to get away and to enjoy it, this couldn't be more perfect. It could be more perfect if the water were not quite so cold. I'm not wearing gloves. I don't have my pogies on my paddle, so I got no neoprene to shove my hands into. But you can't have everything, and my pogies are under the skirt. They're in the boat, and I just didn't take the time to put them on, so I got nobody to blame. A little rapid coming up, and what we do is, since we're new to this river, we just take it very, very slow. Back paddle if we need to, and try to find a line. And actually, a line today, we want to find this line that's got enough water in it. I'm heavier in the boat than Judy is, so she can sneak through some of the lines that I can't. I'm grounding and have to kind of grind over the rocks, and in general just not have a very good time. And this rapid may be exactly that. There's not a really pronounced decent line anywhere, and now I'm already seeing the rocks that I'm going to start hitting. So I'm going to play pinball through this. I'll keep the camera on. Hopefully I don't go swimming and you get to watch. Not bad. This one's got another one coming up below it. So I've got time to check on Judy before I have to set up my next line. You through okay? A reverse sweep followed by a forward sweep, and then set up with a forward stroke, and now I can start looking at the next one. A little more energetic, a little more technical. There's rocks showing here, so we're gonna have to go in and then do a draw to the right to follow the current through what looks like the clearest line. It looks like a nice little run. Guess we'll see. It looks really energetic over to the left, maybe too much so. But I'm actually tempted. I've got a ledge right here. That was a little energetic. Got a rock. It was quite energetic. All right. You got a ledge. Watch it. Oh, that looked nice. That looked really nice. You just surfed right down. It got really energetic for me over there. All right. How cool was that? Did you know you were going over a ledge? It was a good ledge. Good job. It was recording. You I don't know. You gotta kind of be firm with it.
Okay.
And firm and clear. GoPro do this, GoPro do that, and don't mess your words up. God, the inside of my boat is a disaster area. Okay, let me figure out how to get down in here. guy's up. I don't know where it is. I don't have my helmet fastened yet.
That's fine. We're not in a rush.
I'm still kind of discombobulated here. Oh. Come on. I think it's dark enough. I'm gonna leave my sunglasses off for now. Might want to put them on later on, but you ready? You want to push?
No, I got it. Well, thank you.
Oh, I didn't get you all the way.
Okay, I'll get there.
All right. Last little slog here.
Mm-hmm.
The stop is well timed. My road's still fresh. Where are you going?
Well, I guess I'm going the wrong way.
You want to go upriver for a reason?
No.
Can you walk?
No.
You were aware you were going the wrong way?
Not right away. What you do?
I was going to turn around. I now understand why people will want to take out at Dennis Road. You don't have to turn around.
Because it's.
I'll talk to you.
I'm listening.
You know, they put their cars there and take out there so that they don't have all of this sludge. It makes sense. But, you know, for us, it's just as convenient, I guess, but we got this last slide. But then we got the car right there. The camper.
See how his cattle strokes are. We've got some headwind coming in. Oh, I wasn't sure what you were going to tell me.
I was started watching the video and I don't know, there was a canoe and 2 kayaks, and the canoe had 3 people in it. There was a 3rd kayak with 2 people in it. They started up where we started. Not a single one of them had any PFDs on it.
Really?
No, not a single one. And the 3 in the canoe was like a 15-foot canoe. So it was really overloaded. And the water was higher than we did today, so those rapids were moving.
I don't think you understood me. I want to get some drivers to drive this car and that car down to Aintree. Drivers, you understand?
You might get a driver, brother.
Who?
The driver, brother.
Where do they live?
I live back over that way.
Talk about genetic deficiencies. Isn't that pitiful?
Who's picking the manger here?
Come on, I'm with you.
Ha ha ha.